So, hello everyone. Usually, after a show comes out and I've watched it and I'm interested about like how other people felt about it, how what other people think about it. After a while, I kind of let things settle and I go to the Rotten Tomatoes page and I read the best reviews about the show because usually, well, humans are not infallible, so my point of view might be wrong about things. So as you can see, this show is, well, the audience score is complete garbage. It's 39. 39 is really low. But it's 95 for critics, so 95 is quite high. Like far better shows than this have a lower score than 95. So I, I want to give credit to this show. Like it does have an audience. 95% for critics means that this show has an audience. So, but there's something funny here because when you ask for the details, like they say there are 398 like fresh rated and only 68 rotten. So this this is like the positive reviews outweigh the negative reviews by quite a bit. But well, when you go here, like they say uh all critics. No, no. But the thing is, I'm only interested with the fresh because these guys, well, I kind of agree with them. So the thing is, if I already agree with you, like, how much more must we discuss the topic? Like, we can talk about the details or something like that, but I don't really need to discuss this very more. Like, so, but let's go find the fresh reviews. So no all critics review for what? So, but uh, top critics. Ah, okay. So you only have access to two reviews out of 400, and they're both really negative. Where are the reviews for this show? Uh, you can't say, well, they say 95% like positive, but you can't access any of the reviews. Like, can you access the rotten ones? Like, okay, so you can get the audience reviews. Well, but where are the reviews? Like, there are only two reviews for this show on this site. Like, do you think we mischaracterize a critic's review? And no, I want to see the reviews. Like, wait, House of Dragons is 93. Okay, can we see the critic's review like on this show? View details. Here we go. Look, can I ask for the rotten ones? Wow, this is bugged out. Okay, well, on this show, look, you can actually get reviews. Top critics this season, was largely a success, compressing years of conflict into 10 hours. Leaves us with a, okay, but like, you can you actually get reviews of this thing. And, what is this? Like, This is weird shit. Like, can I get rotten reviews? Usually, you learn more with the rotten reviews. If the show is good, you learn more with the rotten reviews than you do with the good reviews. You all okay? I don't know what this is. It's only positive stuff. Like it's true that it's the pitch perfect. What is going on with this thing here? Like maybe wait, where are the reviews? Like this is kind of like one of those scam sites where they say they have excellent reviews and a lot of people use their site, and then when you actually try to find the reviews, they don't really exist. I don't know what to say to this, but you can see this is weird. Like, well, they have a lot of like commercials for this thing. Like, the they have posters, they have the cast. And when you actually get to the reviews, you can't access the reviews. You can't access to the. All I wanted to read was a critic review about Rings of Power that was positive. Like, you can find people, like you can find the people, a visual stunning series that holds true to the message that Tolkien set forth in his writings. Oh Jesus, this is complete shit. He can't even capitalize his letters. The fighting and action scenes are very well choreographed. My only complaint is the pacing of the show. Certain scenes are seem to condense, while others feel like they're given too much time. So the pacing is fucking bad. In in all the theories, you could have done over 10 episodes. True, you could have done like 20 episodes with this material. It's in no way perfect adaptation of the books and material it is pulling from, but neither was. Oh, dude, like this is like this is like the biggest coping thing ever. Like the guy couldn't even capitalize like the first like letter in the sentence. In all, this show is a much watch for those who enjoy Middle Earth and are longing for the return to this world on screen. Well, people don't really agree with you on that, but okay. Oh, another positive review. The writing is very bad. Like, other than that, everything else is better than other shows than any other show has ever experienced. Okay. It should sweep the enemies, and all the things, well, that don't actually make a show good. I love the main actor. Who is the main actor of this show? This is one of the things, like, uh, I do like OP, but there should be a build towards it. Not sure why the writing is so bad, but it is a huge distraction. At one point, they had the main actor swim across an ocean. Then suddenly, after a respite fell off a raft and was drowning, the writers used cheap audience tricks and plot twists. This is from the 4-star review. Like, it's just so bad, but somehow it's one of the most anticipated shows despite the great failing in writing. Definitely still better than fantasy like Game of Thrones overall. Hmm. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. At least that's not what the people think. Even the critics found 10 more percent for this. And do you know the funny thing is House of Dragon, I didn't like it. Some of my friends didn't like it, but other of my friends actually liked it enough so that they actually watched the show. Whereas like most people I know, well, there's a few exceptions, but like most people I know like could not watch this show to the end. Much like the movies, including the Hobbit trilogy, this series requires a bit of investment in time and thought to fully appreciate what's going on. The movie uh, were sketched out to create a trilogy, and this series has the same feel. It did become, I did become hooked as it progressed and liked it more and more as each episodes I watched. I disagree with the lack of depth and dimension of the characters and acting. Well, some characters actually act fairly well. Like the actor that plays Durin is actually quite good. Um, the actor for Halbrand is also quite good. They don't get enough like screen time and like material, but they're quite good. And then there's the black hole of complete garbage as Galadriel and Isildur and his son, no, his father Elendil, which are just like fucking garbage. And like the chief orc guy is like a parody of like a real actor, but it's as good as other series. This is cope. This is just cope. This is like the excuse like I know I'm bad, but I'm as bad as everybody else. This is, but it is as good as other series of this type, and certainly warrants a good. Good is 4 stars for this person. I would say to anyone who hasn't watched it, give it a go and give it a bit of effort. I think you will be rewarded. I hope to see the story continue to its conclusion. The conclusion is the studio losing all its money. A fine addition to the Lord of the Rings world. Do you know that the Lord of the Rings world does not exist? It's called the Legendarium. This show should not be faulted for enormously high bar set by Tolkien's literature. You know that before Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, there was another adaptation of Lord of the Rings. It wasn't particularly good, but the thing is, uh, now it's completely forgotten, and I expect this show will be completely forgotten in the near future. It's going to be like Ghostbusters 2016. Everybody talks about it before it comes out. It comes out, nobody watches it, everybody shits on it a maximum, and then it disappears into like oblivion. Sure, it's clunky in places, and not every actor delivers a stellar performance. But there's enough here to make it a worthy average viewer's time. Average. Jesus. Average. Even the worst uh, Tolkien adaptation, like from the 80s, that were like animated or rotoscoped, no one would have said they were average. Is it worse? It is worse of Tolkien. Is it worse of Tolkien? What does this even mean? Likely not. Is it worthy of Tolkien? But it is better than others show, with 95% rating on its site. Yes, and then some. This is just cope. Like these reviews on this page are just cope. They're just like I can't believe I couldn't find a positive review on on Rotten Tomatoes for this. Like I don't know what your opinion on this is, but I my mind is boggled by this. It's true that for House of Dragon, I couldn't find a negative critic review, a negative like critic review, but you can find like the heights of Breaking Bad are matched and exceeded by the underrated Better Call Saul. House of Dragon, that's dull. No, no, no. You can find negative reviews here, but like no critic negative reviews. I'm always interested by what like real critics have to say about something. Uh, Sometimes there's a big disconnect, like here. Sometimes it's like the same, but like it's curious. Like it's true that there's like, wow, it's quite funny. Like, look at all of these 36,000, and here it's only 9,000. Here it's 46, 466, and here it's 800. Like, these shows, like, have not been reviewed as much, have been reviewed differently. Like, it's quite weird. So if you have any opinion on this, you can post a comment here. Like and subscribe, and have a good day.